Stop me if you've heard this one before. The most powerful mage in the multiverse goes right ahead and he turns himself into a chocobo. Funniest beat I have ever seen. Welcome brawlers. Today we're gonna be playing Choco Seeker of Paradise. For one generic, one green, one white and one blue, we get a legendary 3/5 bird with whenever one or more birds you control attack, look at that many cards from the top of your library. You may put one of them into your hand. Then put any number of land cards from among them into the battlefield tapped and the rest into your graveyard. Also, it has the Chocobo ability, Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, Choco gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So this is going to be all about birds. And the main birds for this deck are going to be Chocobos. We are going to be playing side quest, Raise a Chocobo, Traveling Chocobo, which side quest can turn if we control 4 or more birds at the beginning of our first main phase. We get a black chocobo and it has the pumped up version of the chocobo ability, Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, birds you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. So all the birds, not just black chocobo. Traveling Chocobo doesn't have the chocobo ability, but it has, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands and cast bird spells from the top of your library. And if a land of birds you control entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Now, the bird entering ability is only relevant for this one card, Kindred Discovery, which is an enchantment for 5 mana. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Whenever a creature you control of that type enters or attacks, draw a card. So hopefully we get to play it with Traveling Chocobo, and every bird is gonna throw us 2 cards whenever it enters. We also have very many cheap birds, usually flyers, because we are gonna be wanting to trigger Choco as soon as he comes out. So we have 1 mana 1/1s, 1 mana 1/2s, and even now 1 mana 0/1, which has evolved. Whenever another creature enters, if that creature has great power of toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on Cloudfin Raptor. We also have Mockingbird, which can fill any role we want to, and even copy some of our opponent's cards, while also remaining a bird. Wingbright Thief, which when it enters, we look at our opponent's non-land cards, and when we choose one, and when they cast that card, we draw a card and gain 3 life. And because this is gonna be also a landfall deck, we are playing Tireless Provisioner, Scoot Charm, so our early birds can get the worm, or insect in this case. Mask Vandal, because it's a changeling, also known as a bird, and it's gonna exile an artifact or enchantment if we have another creature on our graveyard. Also, we are gonna be playing Chocobo Racetrack, so all of our lands are gonna make Chocobos, and Kastral the Windcrested. Whenever we deal damage, combat damage to a player with any number of birds, we get to either put a bird from our graveyard or hand to the field, or buff all our birds, or draw a card. I think we usually go for the reanimation part or the +1 counter, so it gets more aggressive. Other notable birds include Aven Mind Sensor, Oracle of the Alpha, Thieving Aven. And yeah, that's pretty much the deck. A couple of more landfall cards, mana drain because you can't not play it, wash away, and removal, Source to Plowshare, and Get Lost. So yeah, let's take the side quest, raise a chocobo, and raise as many birds as we can. Now it's Noctis, Lucis, Kaelum, or can read the Return King, so 5 color good stuff, as it were. Now the question is, what do we want for our turn 2? A Hydra or a bird? Or Nisa. Oh, actually we cannot play the bird. We have the blue mana, but it enters that on our next turn, so let's get Nisa. Opponent ramps, they can play their commander next turn, but they usually wait until they can at least keep it cased and trample. 5 mana. Fanatic and Thieving Aven. Thieving Aven. Binding the Old Gods is gonna take care of our bird. Now we play Enduring Curiosity. And we pray that our opponent doesn't have a Wrath of God, Day of Judgment, or anything like that. Although we would actually deserve it because we have 0 birds in play right now. Opponent has the only bird, Baleful Strix. They play Ignis Scientia. Scientia? Scientia. Let's get a cameo of Bamboo Groves. If we rally the ranks, then we have the Bloom Tender Canta for 3 colors. So now let's attack with 3 of, with these 3. Snake, Hydra. We draw 1. Okay. Please don't have it, opponent. I mean, you can remove Choco if you want, as long as... Risen Reef, okay. Phew. Let's go to combat. Earth-Tide Resurrected. Okay. We draw a card. Traveling Chocobo. And the command to the command. I guess that at least stops us from drawing cards. Okay, they trade Earth-Tide for Curiosity. Let's get our Traveling Chocobo. Land A-Nadu. And another bird. And we finally stop at another land. Explore. And since they have Prison Drift, maybe they have more elementals? Or actually, no, it doesn't seem like it. It's just good stuff. They remove the enchantment part of Curiosity and they concede. Yeah, maybe the card advantage from traveling Chocobo was enough to scare them. And we can Choco and we have 3 attackers, so yeah. GG's opponent. Myco Tyrant. Mike. Equal to power and toughness, equal to the number of saplings. And you descend, you get X saplings, where X is the number of times you descended. So we get a hit, no, breeding pool, and Utopia's Brawl, green. Delighted Halfling. We're going to Lotus Cobra into a side quest. We're gonna raise. What else? A Chocobo. Myco Tyrant. We play a Choco and we sort to Plowshares the Myco Tyrant. We get a card which is a Forest. Oops, I meant to put it on the field. Okay, Stalactite Stalker and Branchwood Prowler. They get a land and this grows a little bit. Now, we should play Ambrosia, get our side quest back. Play the side quest and do we attack with the little guy? This triggers at the beginning of your first main phase. So let's just get Choco in. Okay, Felidar retreat. So every land that gets into the field is gonna give us +3 +2/+1 on our CHOCOBOS and +1 on our other creatures. Opponent maybe sacrifices the Stoker so that we don't get our black Chocobo. 3 city on Fungus. Okay, let's re-raise the Choco. We search for a land, put it on the field tapped. Okay, that's nice. We surveil. We bin a bird. And since we haven't just enough mana, we are going to play Keeper of Secrets. Now every hit draws us a card and our opponent concedes. Yeah, they needed a board wipe of some sort for our birds, for our chocobos, since in this game all of them were chocobos. Don't look at our graveyard or hand. Anyways, good game. Myco Tyrant again. No green mana. Okay, I think we should send back mana drain. Opponent is also on 6, but they have a Chrome Mox. So Chrome and Shiny in Valhalla. I don't know, I don't remember. Mad Max. Fester Lich. The heroes and the mill. We're gonna set a stop. Okay. Otherwise it would automatically go to the end steps and they would get their fungi. Yeah, they're fungus. Tireless Provisioner. In the centers, conjure 2 duplicates and remove 3 spore counters. You can return it from. Oh. Victimize. Oh. See, it was useful to read that. We have to use the Kami as a couple of forests. It's a fungus counter. Blossoming Tortoise. I think we have to humiliate the provisioner. Okay. Get a treasure. Get the birds. No stones though. And they're gonna get 4 fungus, 4 saplings, or whatever. Oh yeah, fungus that can't block. Okay, just 2. But their commander is a 4/4 now. We are going to surveil. Get a treasure. And curiosity. Attack with 2 birds. Side quest, raise a chocobo. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, we need to play Thieving Aven. Maybe our opponent has answers to their own creatures. Or to their own board as a whole. Okay. Okay. That's a big board. So yeah, no matter what, we are not. Okay, I see. Oh, we were dead. Why were we dead? I didn't do the math, but... Alright, the Myco Tyrant has trample. That's why. And we couldn't block all 5 damage with a single blocker, so yeah. That's why. Makes sense. Good game, opponent. And we are against Pippin, Guard of the Citadel. So maybe they're stacks, maybe they are aggro. Hey, they mulligan. Witch Enchanter. We play a Hawk. So we're gonna curve bird into bird into bird, maybe. We threw Wash away a little too late. I'm thinking we want to block Pippin with the escort. So what are you gonna use all 4 mana for opponent? Okay. They getting with Pippin. Hexproof on the escort. And we trade. Get ambushed opponent. And they play Skyclip Apparition on Healer's Cock. So now let's get a forest. A breeding pool. We go on a side quest. The opponent should have kept that Skyclip for Choco. Niambi. Okay, they're going to return it. Okay, I see. So in a way they did. And they played back. Okay. Take the black Choco. So, are they a bounce deck? I guess we'll find out. Wingbright Thief to the hand. Maybe they are a blink deck. And they want to blink their apparition. Harbin. Okay, that Salvation's one makes more sense. But Harbin? That's soldier deck, but so far only their commander is the only other soldier we've seen. Let's play the thief. Opponent has nothing. No, only a land. And we are staying on defense. Otawara. And they play Pippin. We take 3. And we humiliate Pippin. Pay the word. Get it because he's a word. And we play Cavern of Bird. I always go down for the creature types, but Bird is at the very top. Always. Land. Oh. I meant to put it on the field again. Need to remember that. And Spectral Sailor. They can pay 4 mana to draw a card. And again, that's not another soldier. So, what is this Harbin opponent? What even is it? Okay. So we play Guidewing. And we bestow. Okay, actually let's attack with Choco, see if we draw. Opponent has a removal spell, Raise and Barrow. To the hand. Opponent doubles blocks, but since we drew swords, we're gonna swords. Doesn't matter. It's 3 and 3, so. Miner's Guidewing. Opponent spends all their mana drawing cards. We spend our mana making more birds. 1/1 birds. Decline. Opponent blocks Choco. And it's if all of our creatures were to die. Yeah. Okay. To the command zone. We get all the triggers onto the Nantoko. Explore. Okay, let's keep all. Make the Nantoko a 5/5. An opponent has a counter spell. I see. Okay, but we use. Okay, Auto Tapper actually saved us on that one. I didn't want to use the uncounterable on that pair, but since it happened, they wasted their Stern Scalding and they conceded. Okay, yeah, they had no cards in hand. They only had their commander, and yeah, they were hoping to do something. I don't know what. I'm still not understanding why our opponent is playing Harbin. Like, they are not playing a. Harbin needs, yeah, 5 or more soldiers. Yeah. I guess our opponent is not an expert brewer, I suppose so. Good try, opponent. Cosmos Serpent. It's gonna be. They're gonna be ramping into Coma. And then I think we need to humiliate Coma before it starts getting out of hand with the tokens and such. Flare of Cultivation. Island to the field. First in hand. I'm thinking we play a bird and pass. And if our opponent taps out or during their turn, we're gonna go for Enduring Curiosity. Okay, Halfling. Enduring Curiosity. Cloudfin Raptor Revolves. We should play Arid Mesa. To the field, land. Always to the field. And we draw 2. Wilderness Reclamation. So our opponent is gonna try to play on our turn as well as theirs. Okay. Go to combat. Tap with 3. Mana drain 2, our hand. Fetch land to the field. And we draw 3 from Curiosity. We will play a Hydra. And we have to discard 2. We're gonna discard the basics. Okay, opponent concedes. Maybe they had double blue cards in their hand? I don't know. I guess that's it. Loves, you fool. Flops is gonna be trying to dump their hand because every land is gonna let them. It's gonna force them to discard if they don't have cards in hand, and instead if they. No, they have to discard if they have cards in hand, and if they don't, then they get to draw a card, and they have 2 lands. An additional land drop because of flops. This turn we're gonna Cloudfin Raptor and raise a Chocobo. I think our opponent is gonna kill that Chocobo with their Spell Bomb. Oh, they don't. They choose to keep it back. Tireless Provisioner. Also, on the other hand, we get Choco. And... which one do we like more? Or which one can we actually play? I guess Kindred Discovery. And we discard Toski. Opponent takes 5 because of the landfall. Scout's Arm. We should Kindred Discovery. Bird. And this is an attack trigger, not a deal damage trigger, so we get it no matter what. That's always nice. And we have to discard 2 hand size. Opponent jumps with their insect from Scout's Arm. We discard Lush Portico. Okay, they concede. Maybe they couldn't play their hand and they were afraid of us. Even though we are just some silly birds. I guess we could 3-3 city. Play all 3 birds and yeah. We would have 6 mana. Play the racetrack. Okay. Good game, opponent. Nashi. Illusion Gadgeteer. So that's gonna be sort of a control deck, and they're gonna be able to get their removal, their counter spells, or even their lands back with Nashi. But only one at a time. Okay. We're gonna play Elvish Mystic, Harrier Strix, and Mystical Archive. A Felidar Retreat. Let's keep it. For all of our land drop needs. And since they have mana up, we play Toski. Can't be countered, and we hit our opponent, draw a couple cards. Land A-Nadu. Okay, opponent removes Toski. Which means we have an open way to do what we wanna do. But what is that? Choco and the bird. Yeah. Oh, we cannot play Choco. We only had. We only had 2 non-forest sources. So I guess it is Kindred Discovery. Bird. Alright. Let's play now. House Melt on A-Nadu. We get a land. To this. That only gets us 3 mana. So we attack. We don't need the birds now. Okay, land to the top. And our opponent is probably gonna think about house melding Choco, so maybe they are going to play Nashi get back. House meld. Okay, the city is now mana positive. Opponent plays Narset, Parter of Veils. And they reveal Papadam Mishra's Bubble. Okay, let's try to remember Narset for Ledger Shredder. Okay. We're gonna add 4 mana. Really that retreat. Yeah, I guess we're gonna discard Fanatic of Ronas. Okay, yeah. We play next Banner of Kinship. Play a land, and this is pretty much lethal, but we have to connive, we still discard. We don't draw because of Narset, but we discard the Fanatic. And we probably kill our opponent. Yeah, this is +4 on each on each bird. +4/+4. Yeah, that's 16. Okay, good game, opponent. Wish you had played more spells. Titania, Voice of Gaia. We are just on the bird plan. Maybe a little insect here and there. And this cat doesn't eat birds. Say you to the yard. So Titania is gonna be a landfall deck. Maybe a little self-mill. For more lands in your graveyard. And also, if they want to transform Titania, they need to have their land. Argoth, Sanctum of Nature. Should we attack? Okay, let's trade this right here. Yeah, the insta block. I'm gonna tender to the yard. Awaken the woods, make 2 forest dryad lands, creatures, token, all at once. Let's play Lotus Cobra. And Enduring Curiosity. We are going to attack with Choco. If they double block or then we're gonna grab the fetch. Oh, I should have put that on the field. Okay, they just jump. I always make that mistake when it's only one bird attacking and they reveal a land. I click it and put it in hand. Need to get better at that. Or rather at not doing that. Bill keeps going Titania. She is in fact Titanic. 6/7. Okay, let's kill her now. Planes. With 4 insects. And opponent gets 2 maps. I guess we should name insect with the city. Make green mana, play Avacyn's Pilgrim. we're gonna send it. Oof. We're gonna draw a full hand essentially. Wash away. Land. Kastral. A bird. We're gonna make 17. Actually, we need to make it white. Oh no, well, never mind. I thought it was a white bird. But it's a blue. And a blue. Okay, opponent consists. Yeah, that Scalding Tarn really got really nasty with Enduring Curiosity. Good game, opponent. This YouTuber's Brawl is gonna be dead for a while. Maybe that's a reason not to keep. But now is definitely a reason to keep. And there's the forest, so never didn't have it. Okay, our opponent is keeping mana up. That's kind of suspicious. Sprawl on blue, and then Nadu. And then Nadu. That's a rhyme. So it has to resolve, opponent. Hey. Opponent still keeping mana up. For some mysterious reason. Make a treasure with the provisioner. Play an elves. And attack with the bird. Okay, this is tapping the bird, not flipping the bird opponent. Don't get angry at us. Okay. Swift wood boots. Another land. I think this turn we're gonna go for the counter spell. I mean, for Choco into the counter spell. Okay, maybe it was a counter unless you pay X. Oh no, it's a removal. No, but amphibian down. So we get frogs, birds into frogs. That's a nice spell. We draw Patchwork Banner, and we got a land. Alright. Alrighty then. Yeah, If opponent plays Cotis and goes for the boots, we humiliate it. And then we get Hoof. Yeah, that's the game. Indestructible no more. And they concede. Okay. Ah, I see they made a mistake. They put the Amphibian Downpour on Choco twice instead of on A-Nadu. Still, we still had lethal with Crater Hoof. Good games. That's it for the gameplay. I really enjoyed watching little birds growing to big birds with Crater Hoof and Banner of Kinship. And I hope you did as well. So if you liked the deck, be sure to leave a like on the video and comment what kind of commander you wanna see next from the Final Fantasy set. Because we're gonna be playing them until we run out. Or at least until our next set comes out. So yeah, thank you for watching and I'll be seeing you. Bye bye.